As always, misaligned my camera. It's only misaligned because I have to prop it up. Both hands. We ordered from Red Robin today because we were like, ooh, let's treat ourselves. So we got a gallon of freckled lemonade that you can get because you get unlimited refills when you're there, so you can get a whole gallon. Decided to get it. Don't regret it at all. Only bad thing, all the strawberries are at the bottom of that bag you get. Yeah, so only little strawberry bits. No strawberries. Soon. Once I hit it, it's gonna hit. Yet again doing laundry. Yeah, we're not close yet, but I'm thinking for the anniversary of Sauna, I should do something special. Hear me out though. I don't know what. That's really loud. I guess water. I don't know what I'm looking up. The water comes from the basement, but I don't know why I mean, I understand, but the water is like right there. Yeah, we made a joke about, I mean my siblings and I were talking about how Mark and Ethan look like they've been through it at the end of Unus Annus, and we're like talking about it, and we're like, well, why is it just the amount of work they did and stuff like that? But I don't know what it is, and but they started looking a lot better. The problem is he looked a lot better after Mark had an IV tube and hydrated in the hospital after his intestinal blockage. So we're like, is he just thirsty? And I just remember this and being like, yeah, he really is just thirsty. He's just really not having enough water. That being said, I need to drink a lot more water today because I'm thirsty, and that's not water. But it's cute. It's pink. But yeah, no, with the whole COVID thing though, you can't really tell because it looks like my light a little bit, but my hair is nice blue. But anyway, so what happened was my aunt texted this morning, and I don't know why I go like this. I'm like, yes, let me look at this video. Why can't I just look at it? Anyways, my aunt texted this morning, my siblings and I, and she's like, yeah, we got our first dose of vaccine because they had too much extra. They were going to discard it, so they were giving it to random people, and we decided to go on the wait list for this discard stuff. And we got the first dose, meaning we're going to get their next dose in 3 to 4 weeks, or whatever. I don't know which one they got, so 3 or 4 weeks. That makes me so mad because none of you guys watched it, because none of you guys watched this. I went over there for Thanksgiving and I was like, hey, I have a compromised immune system. My mom has a lung problem that she's still healing from and is just still on antibiotics because of it. So we need to be really, really safe, because if she gets it, she could literally die. I have a compromised immune system. I go to the hospital for the last, or at a doctor's office for the last 2 months. I've been going weekly. More. 2.5 months I've been going weekly to my doctor's office. She knew I would have to go weekly, so I said, no, you cannot give this to me. You cannot give me COVID. You have to swear that you haven't done anything. She goes, we don't hang out with anyone, not anyone. And she was like, my cousin, she was telling me about her son, my cousin. He only at most occasionally hangs out with 1 or 2 friends, and or 2 or 3 or whatever. I'm just like, okay, that's odd, because how is it 2 or 3? It's okay. And then occasionally I'm like, okay, so that means not recently, right? And then she's like, and my uncle, her husband, only works in an empty office exclusively. No one else is there. No interaction. So I'm like, okay, seems safe enough. 2, like really soon after, a few days after, she texted me saying, hey, your cousin got tested. His friend from Boy Scouts had to, one person in Boy Scouts had to go get tested for COVID, and he got tested positive. We don't know if he had it at the time that they had a camping trip. So not only was it a lie, he only hung out with 2 or 3 people. He was in Scouts, and he stayed overnight somewhere. So these are the people that are getting their vaccine before me, because I'm on the official waiting list, which they know that I have a pre-done condition. But these are, they got vaccines that were going to be thrown away, so they can be on the actual physical, like the correct list. They couldn't give those vaccines to people on the list. They need just to get it out, or destroy them. And it bothers me, because I need to get my wisdom teeth removed. That hurts constantly. My teeth hurt right now. My front teeth right here. These right here hurt because down here they're moving. The top wisdom teeth hurt. It gives me a headache, and it hurts my molars. So I'm like, okay, I mean, like, I'm not saying that, I mean, I'm not blaming the workers in building the vaccine. I'm not blaming the workers giving the vaccine, like nurses, doctors, not blaming any of them. I'm blaming the US government, people in charge, particularly our old president, and I'm upset that they could have had the opportunity, like my family had the opportunity to be safe about things and chose not to. My cousin, until it became the guy that hung out with someone that was tested positive, refused to wear a mask until it became mandatory, and you would have got in trouble legally. He refused to wear a mask. He still doesn't quarantine things. He instantly just has it. He said, I was wearing masks all the time, but then he also said that he was eating ice cream with his friends. I'm like, one of those things you can't wear a mask while doing. Having a walk with a group of 7 friends. Bad enough. Having a group of 7 friends that you're eating ice cream with. That's not safe. And that's why we asked, because that was before, and now they're like, no, only 2 friends. And then he still went to Boy Scouts. They shouldn't get, and I'm glad they're getting freaking the vaccine, solely because now they can't spread it, hopefully, to other people, solely because they bothered me. But the fact that I put off going to my doctors because I'm trans. I put off hormones. I put off top surgery. I put off my wisdom teeth being removed. I put off going to the doctors because I start like twitching sometimes. Like my hand just like will just shake. But then also I'll have like big like tics kind of thing. Not tics because that's not the word that I want to use, but these like movements that I just do. And I put off that. I put off so many things that if it isn't killing me, I literally put it off. And the fact that they didn't put off anything, like they put off going on vacation, which they already wanted to kind of already do, and they're like, no, we're not gonna do it. But like the idea that they didn't put out anything off, but I have, my family has. We haven't gone in anywhere. We haven't gone anywhere. Like we haven't even just, not like we didn't go shopping and stuff. Like not just like we didn't go out to the mall that is open. We didn't go into a grocery store. We have been doing pickups. And you're like, well, what's the difference? Well, what if one is a store employee that's already in there? That is a lot less people actually in the store. That being said, it's ridiculous that those people aren't the ones getting vaccinations the soonest and the quickest. And obviously you don't know if they're clean and healthy for us, but also because blah 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 blah, and they're just not getting paid fairly for the work they're doing. I mean, let alone minimum wage is already ridiculously stupid price anyways. But the fact that they're not getting paid fairly for hazardous pay and work is ridiculous. But I don't know, just the fact that people like them who not even go through the legal system for the state and our county, which we live in the same county, the fact that I went through, and my family went through the official county procedures, and we're like, hey, it can still be a few weeks, a few months, just a heads up, versus we just went in and got it. And again, I don't want to be rude to them, but it's just like, you didn't go officially, you didn't go through the channels, and you haven't even put off things. After he hung out with only 2 or 3 friends, he actually stopped scouts after he got that scared. He hangs out with even a tighter group of friends, which I'm like, how is it tighter? I have seen no one. I haven't seen my father in a year. I haven't seen my cousins and that family since then, so Thanksgiving. And before that, only one time throughout the whole year. So we've seen them twice in 1 year. We live literally 5 minutes away through a development. I haven't seen any friends. I haven't gone out shopping. We haven't gone places. And the only people I actually do see, which keeps me sane, is my doctors and nurse. Like nurses. That is it. So the fact that I put off doing so many things, health-wise and friendship-wise and everything in between, and my cousin didn't even want to wear a mask until it was mandatory, and he already has a vaccine when I have a pre-existing condition. They also lied not getting them in trouble. But they also lied because they said, did you take any vaccines in the last 2 weeks? Apparently they did, which I don't know what vaccine they did, but they said, like, she actively agreed, or she actually admitted that she lied about that. My cousin just got his wisdom teeth removed, who was, by the way, 6 years younger than me. He got his wisdom teeth removed a few days ago, and he got them removed, and I don't know if you're supposed to get wisdom teeth removed and be on antibiotics and be on those medicine and get a vaccine already. I just don't know if you're supposed to do that. But apparently they said they lied about taking having a different vaccine. Don't lie to people. Also, if it was so easy to cut in line, not cut in line, go in this line and get it, to get this secondary way of getting the vaccine, which they did for 4 or 3 people, my uncle, my aunt, and my cousin. It was easier enough to wait 2 weeks and do it again. Don't lie to them and say, just tell the truth. Say what vaccine you got. That could literally be life-threatening. Yeah, Mark probably broke his foot yesterday. Not unrelated. I looked through a bunch of memes online. It was very funny. He was walking his dog and he tripped on a drain pipe, but who cares? He took 17 minutes to essentially say that story. Good meme though. Yeah. Okay meme though. I want to also point out that I risk my own health with the whole Thanksgiving thing, which actually was on this channel. Really got to me because I had to then for 2 weeks not go to my doctors because they lied to me and said they haven't seen anyone. So I was gonna go, okay, I'll just go to my doctors anyways. Oh, did I also mention my doctor's is also an asthma center? So that means I could have gave an asthmatic kid coronavirus. Or an old person. An asthmatic old person.